Today, our objective is to construct a stable, party-ready appetizer, Boulder City Caviar. We have all seen a dip fail. A chip hits the bowl, encounters a pool of liquid and heavy vegetable chunks, and snaps in half, leaving the food stranded. Our goal is to prevent that break. These are the raw materials for the build. We are using a specific ratio of legumes, fresh tomatoes, aromatics, and an 8-ounce bottle of Italian dressing as our binding agent. To process these materials, you need a precision chef knife, a colander for drainage, and 2 mixing bowls to handle the assembly. Controlling the weight of the vegetables and the volume of the liquid ensures the chip carries the payload instead of snapping under it. We begin by processing the fresh produce, the tomatoes, bell pepper, the jalapenos, onions, cilantro, and garlic. This wireframe establishes our unit of measurement, the black-eyed pea. Every piece of produce must match this 1-to-1 scale. An oversized vegetable creates uneven weight distribution. When a chip tries to lift that asymmetrical load, it snaps under the weight. Apply this uniform dice to 2 medium red tomatoes and 2 green tomatoes. The green variety is necessary to provide a sharp, acidic crunch that the red tomatoes lack. Use that same dicing scale for 1 medium green bell pepper, 1/2 cup of onion, and 1/2 cup of fresh cilantro. Then finely mince 2 cloves of garlic. Next, dice 2 jalapeno peppers. Slicing through the pepper's skin launches a microscopic mist of capsaicin oil into the air. Wash your hands thoroughly after handling these peppers. Even a small amount of this oil can cause a severe burning sensation if it comes into contact with your eyes. Uniform knife work ensures that every scoop contains a balanced distribution of ingredients, which is the first step in protecting the chip. Phase 2 focuses on the base. Open 2 14-ounce cans of black-eyed peas and 1 15.5-ounce can of white hominy. Pour the peas and hominy into your colander. You must strip away all of the viscous canning liquid to ensure you are starting with a completely dry, neutral base. Transfer the fully drained peas and hominy into your primary mixing bowl. Add the diced produce to the bowl. You are looking for an even distribution of color throughout the starchy base. Now add the flavoring. Pour the entire 8-ounce bottle of Italian dressing over the mixture. Fold the ingredients together gently. The goal is to coat every surface in dressing without breaking the skin of the black-eyed peas. While the ingredients are now combined, the flavors require time and a drop in temperature to move from the liquid dressing into the vegetables. Cover the mixing bowl with plastic wrap and place it in the refrigerator. It needs a strict 2-hour chilling phase. During this time, the acidity of the dressing begins to soften the cellular walls of the produce, allowing the marinade to soak in. If you serve the mixture as soon as you take it out of the refrigerator, the dish will be too wet for the chips to handle. This diagram shows what happens during the chilling phase. Gravity pulls the dressing and the newly released tomato juices to the bottom of the bowl, creating a pool of excess moisture. To fix this, perform a secondary extraction. Pour the chilled mixture back into your colander to separate the solids from the liquid. This second drain separates the infused solids from the excess oil and tomato juice, preventing the dip from becoming a soup that would otherwise soften the chips. Transfer the drained caviar into a serving bowl and surround it with a perimeter of sturdy tortilla chips. The dense chew of the hominy and the sharp bite of the green tomatoes provide a substantial texture that remains stable on the chip surface. To test the build, pull a chip through the mixture. Even with a heavy scoop, it emerges without any liquid dripping from the payload. The audible crunch proves the chip has remained rigid, supporting the weight of the vegetables without losing its integrity. Success in the kitchen comes down to managing the physics of the plate. By dicing for scale and draining for dryness, you have built the perfect scoop.